How's it going, everyone? It's Gavin from Balls to You, and this is going to be a base morph based around Pastel and Super Pastel. And I've done base morph before on Pastel, but I get asked quite a few questions regarding Super Pastels. How can you tell the difference with a Super Pastel? So I'm going to do my best. Okay, what we have in front of us here is a Pastel that came from the Ultramel clutch, if you like. So this Pastel here, it wasn't a visual Ultramel to an Ultramel, so it was het to het. This is a POS het. So what we've got here is a standard Pastel. Okay, as you can see, we've got some nice blushing on the back, and we've also got the standard sort of coloration regarding what I would class as a standard Pastel. You do get this sort of bit of blushing on top of the head, and obviously as they're younger or as they get older, that blushing will tend to disappear. So as you can see there, they have a nice yellow eye stripe coming down, but again, that's basically what a standard average Pastel should look like. So as you can see, guys, we have here a Super Pastel. Again, you can now tell the difference regarding what I tend to see is with the Super Pastels, they tend to get, with a little bit of age, a bit more food down them from a hatchling, they really start to stand out. And what you can see here now, the blacks around the alien heads compared to the standard Pastel are more of a, starting to fade or wash out. You've got the back dorsal stripe again, or the back dorsal part where the blushing is, it's starting to be more whiter as opposed to what you get this sort of reddy orangey colour here on the standard Pastel. Again, as they get a little bit older, as you can see, the head there on the Super Pastel is really white or is washed out. Again, it's almost like someone's gone over it and turned down the contrast, if you like. Again, like I said, this is the difference. Sometimes you've got to let them age a little bit and let them get a little bit older, but certainly here is a Pastel and here is a Super Pastel. Okay, let's look at the Bumblebee. Again, just another gene added on top, which is obviously the spider, and what we've got here is a Pastel spider standard combo, one of the first combos I ever saw and fell in love with, and still one to this day I still enjoy making. Now if you guys remember, I can do an actual update on this one as well. This was the little dude from the Ultramel clutch that had the poorly eye, or the eye which was basically sort of non-existent, and as you can see, the eye is sort of it's starting to heal up now. Unfortunately, as you can see, sorry guys, it didn't actually make it. However, this guy feeds fantastic. He's only got the one eye, but he is an absolute chow hound. He loves his food. Okay, so that is your Bumblebee. Again, sort of a standard variation, really nice. It's got a nice little bit of paradoxing on there, but again, you've still got this little bit here, I'm not sure if you can see it, you've still got this little bit here where you've got this sort of blushing, which is again coming in from the Pastel, and you can see this, the spider gene trying to fight and produce this sort of nice webbing, if you like, pattern to the animal. But again, that's just your standard single gene Pastel with a spider on top. Okay, so let's look at a Killer Bee, which is a Super Pastel spider. Okay, here we have next to it is a Killer Bee. It's a Super Pastel spider, and now again, like the Pastel, you can see the difference between the single gene Pastel and the double gene Pastel, what it's actually doing. Again, this little one here is a bit more older than this one, obviously, but again, you can really see it's sort of changing in color. Again, we've got a head pattern, or a reduced head. Okay, I'm not sure if you can pick that up. There we go. Okay, so we've actually got again a reduction in the color, and again a fading out in the head, as you can see. But again, the yellows now in this one compared to this one, this is really sort of high contrasty yellow, really bold. This one here is obviously faded out a little bit, and again, it's just because you've got 2 layers of pastel in this one compared to this one here. But again, absolutely stunning example. This girl is part of the possible clown clutch from last year, which we're holding back. But again, you can actually see the difference, guys. What we've got here is a double pastel gene and obviously a single pastel gene, and this little guy looks like he wants to light me up. He's crazy. Again, this guy feeds like a chow hound, absolutely awesome. He's only got 1 eye, but it doesn't stop him. Absolutely amazing. These guys are going to be fed shortly, so they are all on standby. Bless them. So yeah, I hope this helps, guys. I will be doing, someone asked me about what's the difference between a Firefly and a Super Pastel. I've potentially got a Firefly laying eggs now that was bred to an Orange Dream Vanilla male, which came from Chris Jones, which originally came from Ozzy himself. She's actually laying eggs now, so I'm going to go and take her off the eggs. Obviously I'll video it and you guys can see it in the next video. But I hope this makes sense. I hope this helps some of your questions, guys. Again, like I said, sometimes you've got to let these babies sort of grow up a little bit, get a bit of weight on them, and then they will stand out and you will be able to see a bit more in the coloration and again in the fadedness. Okay, guys, hope this helps everyone. Hope you're all well. Again, best supporters on the planet, absolutely amazing. Love you all, and yeah, hope you're all okay, everyone. Take care, and I'll speak to you guys soon.